Greatness is often misunderstood. Many believe it belongs only to kings, warriors, or the gifted few. But true greatness doesn't always roar with power. It sometimes whispers, waiting quietly inside someone the world least expects. And that's where our story begins. In a quiet town by the sea, there lived a girl named Clara. She was small, shy, and spoke so softly that most people barely noticed her words. She worked at the harbor, mending nets, sweeping docks, and carrying baskets for fishermen. Life was simple, but inside her heart, Clara carried a dream. She wanted to make her village a better place. Yet whenever she spoke of it, laughter followed. "Clara, you're too weak. You're too quiet. Leave big things to others." And for years, Clara listened. She told herself she was meant to live unnoticed, meant to blend into the background. But fate has a way of testing the ones who doubt themselves. One night, the sky turned blacker than ink. A storm rose over the sea. No ordinary storm, but a violent, merciless one. The waves struck with the fury of giants, tearing boats to splinters. The wind screamed like 1,000 voices. Within minutes, roofs caved in, fires broke out, and the village plunged into chaos. The people panicked. The mayor shouted but offered no plan. The strongest men grabbed their families and fled. Mothers wept, children screamed, and fear drowned out reason. And Clara, small, timid Clara, stood frozen, heart pounding. She wanted to run too. She wanted to hide. But then, through the crashing thunder, she saw a little boy trapped near the collapsing pier, crying for his mother. Something inside her broke open. Without thinking, Clara sprinted into the storm, dragging the boy to safety. People stared. This girl, the one they always overlooked, had moved before anyone else. "Follow me," she shouted, her voice sharper than the storm. To everyone's surprise, they obeyed. Clara began guiding families toward the cliffs above the village, where the waves could not reach. She organized the few who still had courage. "You help the old. You grab blankets. You too, search the houses for anyone left behind." Her commands cut through the storm like fire through darkness. Again and again she ran back into danger, pulling a mother from the flood, leading an old fisherman by the hand, carrying bundles of food on her back. Hours passed, each moment heavier than the last. Clara's body trembled with exhaustion, but she refused to stop. At her lowest point, when her legs nearly gave way, she remembered all the times they called her weak. And that memory burned in her chest like fuel. By dawn, when the storm finally surrendered, the village was battered but alive. Families huddled on the cliffs, shivering but safe. They looked at Clara, not with laughter but with awe. The quiet girl, the one no one believed in, had become their leader. And in that moment, Clara finally understood. Greatness isn't about being the strongest, the loudest, or the most powerful. Greatness is about courage, the courage to step forward when no one else will. So whenever you feel small, whenever the world tells you that you can't, remember, Clara. Remember that greatness is not born from strength, but from the choice to act when others remain frozen. If this tale stirred something within you, subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Stories that awaken the greatness already waiting inside you.